Okay, we have the green bars, we have the live counter sticking up, so he should now be live, which of course means welcome back to the Storytime Network. It's another Paradox Hour podcast, and we are here at the mid-season-ish to check in on fall 2024 anime. It's
not a lot to talk about because a lot of shows started late, so we only have like 2 episodes for a lot of these.
Yeah, I think
most of these.
Yeah, I think it's like the only ones we've got 3 episodes for are like the Saturday stuff that we didn't talk about for the 3+ episode.
Yeah,
which we didn't talk about for reasons of busyness.
Yeah,
we're all very busy.
I'm less busy now that I've quit my job.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I guess you are, huh?
Now I just have
congratulations.
Now I just have the stress of wondering how I'm going to support myself. All right.
I mean, that's something we all have to go through every now and then. Well, not every now and then, but you know what I mean.
I mean, put it this way, I am not the only one leaving right now.
Oh wow. Okay.
There are a lot of people leaving.
I guess everyone just saw the writing on the wall.
Anywho, we've got anime to talk about, and if I just come over to... I mean, we've actually got, I actually counted this up, we've got 33 shows to talk about, and 14 of them are sequels.
Pretty high percentage.
A lot of this season is just sequels.
Yeah, because I was just thinking like, oh, I'm only watching 14 shows this season, and that doesn't feel like that many. And I was like, I'm gonna go see if there's anything that maybe I can catch up on now that I have the time. And I was like, there are only 5 new shows that I'm not watching. The rest are sequels.
Yeah.
The rest are fucking sequels. Anywho, let's get underway with our first show, which is 365 Days to the Wedding.
So those were a couple episodes, huh?
Yeah. I mean, the first episode was... it was a guy's mind being so broken he returned to Monkey.
Yeah. I do feel kind of bad for him, but at the same time, it's like, damn, how do you have to be that blindsided by a divorce?
You'd never be surprised at how, like, shit and unobservant in their marriage guys can be.
Mm-hmm.
Feng Shui for depressed dudes.
Yes.
I like
that. Yeah, the more recent episode ended with Rika.exe has stopped working.
Yeah, that was
also
just like,
very fun.
Jesus Christ. So basically Rika, now got Rika absolutely sloshed.
Which was great.
Called over Takia, and Rika has her, Rika is, very, not even that low-key, I'd say middle-key autistic, and just wants to be told, how Takia actually feels, rather than having to, try and work out the vibes. And so Takia goes, okay then, go out with me. And Rika literally just stops and stares at him for 10 minutes. They just stare at each other in silence for 10 minutes before...
While mentally begging for it to end.
Before trying to figure out...
I hope that's 10 actual minutes of, like, the episode, and that you just have to sit through,
it felt
like, all 10
it.
of those minutes.
It certainly fucking felt like it.
It's not 10 minutes of the actual episode, but, like, yeah.
Just like in Dragon Ball Super Broly, when they have to wait for the fusion to defuse, and they have to wait like 30 minutes. That's 30 actual minutes of the movie, even though it wasn't, but it should have been. It would have been funnier that way.
It would have been awesome if it was.
I mean, like, a good 20 minutes of that would have had to be Broly just kicking the shit out of Frieza, which, I'm not against.
No, exactly. Like
Yeah,
you
I'm not opposed to it
understand.
either.
But yeah, they kept like saying, "Oh, what's the way out of this? What's the way out of this? The way out of this is talking, you fucking disasters."
No, no talk. Only
That's too
awkward
hard.
silence.
Yeah.
That's way too hard, dude.
God. It's just hilariously, tragically awkward.
Yeah. Like I said, these two are peak neurodivergent, and as a result, that's where the drama is coming from. To be brutally honest.
I mean, all stories need conflict, so there's some pretty compelling conflict right here.
It is. It is. What else?
But yeah, you get the implication also that Rika is a child of divorce.
I don't think there's the implication. I think it's outright stated.
I don't know if it's stated outright, but it's all but outright stated.
Yeah. I mean, what's more interesting is that, yeah, Rika's mum is definitely calling her Rika-san, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm. There's quite a bit of distance that implied with that.
Yeah. But it's distance that seemed to exist, like, even before the divorce. And presumably, you know, Rika's mum had to work to support them.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I'm very curious as to the details on that.
I mean, I'm sure at some point in the series we get it. Whether we'll get it, you know, before the end of the anime is, you know, another thing entirely. But yeah. Also, Takia, please stop listening to Gonda about women.
Gonda doesn't know shit.
He literally got jealous of Shinji, even after learning that Shinji was getting divorced, and after seeing his mind so broken, he returned to Monkey.
Yes.
Gonda was still jealous of him, even in monkey form. So do not listen to Gonda.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's also only been 20 days.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
wild how much things can change in just a few weeks.
yeah, it's been like 3 weeks. And Takia's already like, yeah, let's go out. So that man fell hard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't think there's anything else, because again, there's only been 2 episodes. So we should probably move on to our next show, which is Acro Trip.
So we got an origin story episode.
Yeah.
Which, you know, confirmed what was pretty heavily implied before.
What was fairly heavily implied, I think the episode before, yeah. So yeah, I mean, it was quite interesting seeing Mashiro and Chrome have this rivalry. Well, Mashiro have this rivalry with Chrome.
Yeah. It was very one-sided. Hilariously so, even.
And it was interesting seeing that, you know, it was Mashiro who gave Chrome his scar.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, again, it explains that why Chrome has been so inept at being evil. It's because he's not fucking evil.
Yeah, no, he's just an oblivious dipshit.
Though I will say it's interesting that Chrome seems to have had the ability to summon the Kumakaijin even for a while.
Yeah, no, that is interesting for sure.
Like, it seems like it's something innate to him, which is definitely interesting.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about him having a unique superpower, which is very interesting for sure. Yeah. And yeah, and I'll explained about that. There's no one else in the setting with superpowers, which is very interesting. So yeah, curious that. Well,
I will say, I love that the fucking company was like, how do we have authentic Indian curry? I know, let's hire an Indian elephant.
Seems legit.
Flawless logic there.
Yeah. And then episode 8, we had, we met Chizuko's dad, who is also her teacher for some reason. And
don't worry about it.
And is also a Chrome fanboy.
Don't question it. It's fine.
We've been introduced to another member of the cast, Kakoa, a 5-year-old girl who is significantly more evil than Chrome, but is also still a 5-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had the handshake event that Mashiro organized without telling Berry.
Yeah. Well, all things considered.
I mean, yeah, Crow managed to get out without his wrist being broken, so yeah. And hey, there were a fair amount of people there, so, you know, it was a success in that sense.
Yep, it was a success. Too bad, once again, no one told Berry Blossom.
Yeah. Also, I feel like there could be a whole, like, episode devoted to Grandpa and his fucking Go Club that tried to go to nationals.
Yeah.
And he even had a couple
there is a story there.
Yeah, and he even had a couple of the Kuma Kaijins cheering him on.
So funny.
But yeah, this has still been pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think episode 8 was a little bit scattershot. Like none of the segments got enough time to necessarily breathe. And especially, you know, there were 3 quite goofy segments coming off of a funny but relatively, you know, serious episode in terms of Acro Trip's usual offerings.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, there's 4 episodes left?
Yeah. I am very curious if this will, like, because apparently the manga is concluded, so I wonder if it will wrap up the manga
how many
story.
Chapters are there?
I don't know. I'll have to double check.
I mean, there's only 5 volumes.
Huh. So it might be a full adaptation then.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they are skipping some
it's
stuff.
That short?
Yeah.
Yeah. They might be skipping some stuff here and there, but yeah no, it's
definitely
a short series.
It definitely feels like it's skipping some stuff, but yeah, I definitely don't think.
5 volumes can pretty easily fit into not easily, but they can reasonably fit into a core of anime.
Yeah. Let me just check. I'm just sailing the high seas for a second.
Yo-ho-ho.
Oh, good. There's now Ashi chapter out.
I'd kill for like a proper.
Oh, I would. Yeah.
Over here.
I would instantly. No. Okay. On the High Seas website of choice, the Acro Trip manga is currently being released and has 3 chapters out.
Okay.
So.
Well then.
Oh, Jack, it was recommended by Aka Akasaka, your favorite manga artist right now.
Oh, fuck off, man. Come on. That's still fresh.
We're gonna have some things to talk about in the Manga of 2024 stream.
Yes, we will. At length.
Great, lad.
But we don't need to dwell on that right now.
No. Yeah, Acro Trip is still pretty fun. It's not massively high on my list, but it's one I'm still enjoying.
Same.
Well, let's move on to the first of many sequels on the list, with... As a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skills to rise in the world, Season 2.
I did manage to get around to this episode, by the way.
Oh, I didn't, so... Funny how that works.
That is very funny, yes.
Yeah. So ours' skill evolved. That's pretty cool.
Very interesting, that.
Yeah, you know, it gets basically the whole Wikipedia article.
Yep. Very curious.
Yeah. Also, we get some fun stuff with the One Lord and her father. That whole storyline. That was pretty cool. That guy really was willing to just blow them all up.
Yep. Kind of crazy how that works.
Yeah. Luckily, the child saw that coming, so they were able to plan ahead for that. It's amazing how young he is. But no, all in all, some good stuff, but not a whole lot to really talk about.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Very curious to see how the rest of everything will play out.
Yeah. I do like ours stepping in and going, hey, let's not execute these guys. There's a way to do this without any bloodshed.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, it's still really good, just not a whole lot to talk about right now. Next they have to rescue that dude's wife.
Yep. Dun 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 dun.
So that'll be cool. But yeah.
Yep. Indeed, or we know.
Alright, let's move on to our next sequel again. It is Bleach, 1000-Year Blood War, The Conflict.
So, Yohabaha did his thing and took the powers of the Soul King, created this floating island in the sky, and is pretty much just having his way right now. But all the Soul Reapers and Ichigo's crew found a way to get there, and that's pretty much where we're at. They're just confronting them and dealing with his with the remaining Stern Ritters. Yeah, his bullshit with dealing with the remaining Stern Ritters. When Yohabaha's took the power, he got the weird like multiple eyes thing on his head. He looks really creepy.
Okay, that one's super fucking weird.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, well, even his guys are like, whoa, are we sure about this?
Chill out there, boss.
Yeah. But House Troll's like, you'll get used to it. It's fine. Interestingly, we actually we get a completely unique fight. We get Uryu versus Renji, which I don't believe was in the manga at all. I checked and I could not find that. So we basically the entire most recent episode is that fight, and it's spectacular. It's such a fun fight with such unique choreography, and a lot of new shit that we haven't seen either of them do before. So, in terms of a new fight, this is easily like the best one so far that they've headed. And then Grimjow's chasing one of them who's kind of a coward, but that's because he fights using poison and other tricky bullshit. And that's where we're at right now. So fights are starting to happen. Oh, funny enough, Kenpachi couldn't initially make it because he was using the bathroom, but he found another way. So funny little gag there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, good stuff. I'm looking forward to what's next.
Alright, let's move on to our next show, which is Blue Box.
I love all these dorks.
Yeah, so we're definitely getting into the, oh yeah, Hina definitely has a crush on Taiki part of the story.
Yep. This is going to go well.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's entirely understandable because the amount of pressure that Hina is put under by pretty much everybody except Taiki, like, is kind of insane.
Yeah. It really is.
Like, Taiki and to an extent Kyo seem to be the only ones in her social circle that treat her like an actual person instead of just this vehicle for nationals and school pride.
Yeah. It's really awesome to see that they're all just, like, good friends with each other.
Oh yeah, no, and that's the thing, you know, the friendship between those three is really good, and their dynamic whenever they are together is really fun. Unfortunately, you know, Hina has booked herself a one-way flight to Egypt at the moment, so she kept avoiding Taiki.
Why? Because she's so deep in denial?
Yep. But to be fair, she did manage to at least talk about her feelings a little bit with Taiki, even if she did it in a subtle way so that, you know, Taiki didn't realize.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Kyo's just enjoying the drama that is Taiki's life, apparently.
Yeah, he's just sitting there, living his best life, having a good time. You know how it is.
And yeah, now we're starting to get...
Yeah, no, it's been really fun, and seeing the seeing Chinatsu's side as well with the whole basketball thing going on.
Yeah,
on her end. It's really neat.
We're definitely getting a bit more into
but her getting shit talked by that one rival player and all that,
from
and just be like,
yeah,
you know what? Just gonna have to train harder and show those bastards up, type thing.
Yeah, no, Chinatsu definitely has a, you know, good way of thinking about that stuff. Hello?
Oh, god damn it.
Can
you guys not hear me?
Apparently not.
Huh?
Hello?
We can hear Jack. We can't. Jack can't hear us.
Oh.
Is my internet fucking crapping out again?
So just give me a second. I'll just. Jack can't hear you. I was wondering why he was talking over me more than usual.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we could always hear you, but...
We can always hear you. You couldn't hear us.
You couldn't hear us. I wrote that wrong, but I'm also tired and just not really thinking. My brain, I'm not making it work at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're getting a bit more into the sports stuff. Taiki won a set against Haruyu. That's great.
Uh-oh, I think Jack's still...
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah.
No. That's unfortunate.
Now we can't even hear Jack. I wonder if he can hear us.
Technical difficulties. Can't have a great stream without him.
Yeah. To be honest, it's been a while since we've had some, so you know, it's been coming.
Yeah.
Let's say that we had to stop playing Persona because the fucking me streaming from my PS4 stopped working. So.
I had a friend who had the same issue.
It was a really weird one because we'd had issues previously before I'd hooked my PS4 up with an Ethernet cable, where the quality started to drop and then it disconnected. This time it just straight up froze and then disconnected. So I have no idea what was up with it. Hopefully it's gonna still work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's a huge amount more to say about Blue Box. I will say that moment at the end of episode 7 where Chinatsu was clearly jealous of Taiki, and Taiki was trying so hard not to get his hopes up and convince himself that Chinatsu was jealous over the chicken. Get your hopes up, Taiki. Come on, please. Do it. Do it. You can do it. I believe in you. But yes, while Jack is struggling with these issues, we should move on to our next show, which is...
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Just gonna
piece of shit.
Just quickly jump back to Blue Box then. I didn't say the name, it's fine.
Also, fuck Discord for doing this. That's annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways. Whatchamacallit? Shoot, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, it was good getting a bit of focus on Chinatsu.
Yeah.
Because most of the focus has been from Taiki's perspective, so it's nice to actually see more of Chinatsu doing her own thing and seeing her bounce off of her teammates as well.
Yeah. Also nice to see her get jealous over Taiki. That was fun.
Yes, that was also fun and cute.
Even if, you know, Taiki did his very best to try and convince him, try not to get his hopes up.
Oh, Taiki, you sweet summer child.
To be fair, I can't necessarily blame him, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that poor teacher having to buy everyone food.
I love how he just runs away after a certain point. Yeah. Good episodes. Love the show. Love these dorks.
Yeah, and the adaptation's still been good. As I said, it's still going through a fair click, but it doesn't feel rushed, to be brutally honest.
I'm inclined to agree. Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised at how well they're doing it. Makes me wonder if there's like less dialogue in this manga than most, if they are managing to get through like 3 chapters an episode, but I don't know.
Yeah, that is something I'm curious about, honestly.
There's certainly generally less action, so maybe that's it as well. Don't know.
Hard to
Anywho,
say.
let's properly move on now to our next show, which is Blue Lock Season 2. So you said you're not caught up, Nmbr. Have you watched any Blue Lock?
I watched like 1 episode in addition to like what I watched last time.
Right.
So I am very behind. It's been real busy, and again, the drop in quality kind of hurts my motivation a little bit. I still want to catch up, but it's been a little hard.
There's a part of me that, because I've got the, well, I say obviously, it's obvious to me, but I have the Mal page up when I'm watching the episode, and I keep seeing the dub cast and going, oh, these are some really, really fun names, you know. they've got just for this season, they've got Jonas Scott in as the captain of the under-20s. They've got Justin Briner for Hiyori.
Oh, okay.
Sai is having more of a role this season. He's voiced by Alejandro Saab. Karasu
Ooh.
is voiced by Clifford Chapin.
Oh. Those are some fun names.
Yeah. Nico's playing more of a role. He's voiced by David Matronga. So between this, sort of like there has been a bit of a drop in quality, and at this point the general formula that Blue Lock uses is getting a little stale. I have been seriously considering moving over to the dub, and especially if you're still behind, I might just do that anyway.
Okay, I mean, hey, that makes sense to me.
It's the dub is up to episode 29, I think, so it's only a couple of episodes behind. I mean, 29 and 30 have very much just focused on the run-up to the match with the under-20s. So episode 29 was effectively just the lineup for the match, and then a little bit of focus on the under-20s. And then episode 30, as I said, really was just, okay, let's build up to the game, and then here's the first play of the game. Oh, what a surprise! It's not exactly how the Blue Lock team wanted it to be.
I'm shocked, I say.
I will say what was really nice about episode 30 is we got a little bit more of Isagi and Bachira's incredibly gay partnership, which is something I feel like we've missed this season.
Yeah, that's always fun.
But yeah, I mean, Blue Lock's still enjoyable. What I will say is, yes, the animation is not as good as the first season by any stretch of the imagination. It's not as bad as people are making it out to be.
No, to be perfectly honest, I don't think the animation in season 1 was that great either, aside from like the occasional cut.
Yeah. It was very much more about the art for season 1 that I think.
Yeah, and the art's still
good. I mean,
great.
fucking look at that screenshot. That's still fucking great.
Yeah, that screenshot's great. I wanted to mention it. That is a great screenshot. Like, the art has been on point, if nothing else. So
yeah, I
kudos there at least.
I do think the quality of animation has gone maybe a step or two down from the first season, but it's still, look, I've seen so much worse, and so it's really frustrating to me. What was really frustrating was like maybe a week or so ago, I saw somebody post one of the extra time shorts and like criticizing the animation, and I
saw that pissed me off too.
Yeah,
dude, that's not fair. Those intentionally have limited animation.
Yeah, no, those have had limited animation since the fucking first season.
What are you on?
Honestly, I think that short might have been from the first season, because I don't remember it from this season.
Maybe. I don't remember what short it was, so I can't say.
It says, like, Zantetsu glasses, which I think I don't know, because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, but, yeah, those always had super limited animation, like, pretty much intentionally. Like, those are like, simple little bonus things. Like,
actually,
they aren't meant to look that pretty.
I wonder if it might have even been from, the fucking Nagi movie?
Oh, really?
Because it's obviously got Nagi and Reo together, and with Zantetsu, I believe, was on their team in that first core.
Huh.
So it might be from the Nagi movie, even. I don't know. I said I don't actually recognize that short, and I don't remember most of the shorts from season 1, to be fair. So I couldn't say. It's either from season 1 or it's from the Nagi movie. It's definitely not from this season. Considering how, fucking, oh, woe is me, Reo has been about spending time with Nagi, there's no way it's from this season. Which makes it even more disingenuous that people are using it to criticize season 2's animation.
Yeah, clowns on the internet. What else is new?
Yeah. I probably shouldn't have engaged, but it was like, yeah, it was quite early. Well, relatively early. I'd gotten up early for work, and I was just feeling not very happy to begin with, and I just saw that. I'm just like, no, fuck off.
No, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta let that shit out, you know? Sometimes you just gotta just call them out. I can't fault you for that, even though you probably shouldn't, but hey, you know, sometimes you just gotta do it.
It's not like I get attention for anything on Twitter anyway.
Yeah.
You're still using Twitter?
Yeah, I'm just working my way to actually like cultivating a proper timeline for Blue Sky, and then I'll probably move over.
I juggled it too.
Yeah,
I rarely post as it is, but whenever I do, it's on Blue Sky now.
Yeah. I am starting to spend more and more time on Blue Sky. It is just about, making sure that, the people that I'm following are on there, and I can actually, start getting... Because pretty much the main reason I use social media at this point is to like fan art. And I've just got to make sure that starts popping up on my timeline, even if I don't follow people, so...
I do it
progress.
Partially for that, and also partially just for like news in general. What's frustrating is that the anime news Twitter that I've been following for like ages, that they don't have a Blue Sky account currently. So it's like, well,
that's annoying.
So I have to rely on Twitter for anime news right now.
Yeah,
there are other news sites, but like they're not as good as Air.
Do you think Air have a Threads account?
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because I also have Threads now. Just why the fuck not? I barely use that one, especially, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've gotten well off the topic of Blue Lock.
What topic?
Anyway, so
I'm still vaguely enjoying Blue Lock to a degree, but yeah, I'm hoping for big things from this match at least.
Yeah.
If nothing else, it does seem to be, Isagi seems to be developing a, confrontation with the captain of the under-20s, Aiku, who honestly looks like he's about 35. And Rin obviously has his whole fucking thing with his brother. That's definitely going to be a thing that's happening. What I will say is, obviously, there is an element of, well... It's hard to get invested in this under-20 team because I know they're going to lose, and it's a damning indictment on them when they are playing a team of 11 strikers.
Oh wow, yeah.
There is no way any like national level team should be losing to a makeshift team of strikers. I don't care how good the strikers are.
Yeah, you got a point there, but hey,
If nothing else, just having a striker in goal should be like enough for you to go, okay, yeah, they're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to the next show, which is Blue Miburo.
So much blue.
Yeah, third fucking blue show in a row. I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah, it's not too bad, honestly.
This is exactly the kind of historical bullshit that I like. It's it's not fully accurate, but anyone who takes their history fully from an anime like this is dumb. So, yeah.
Yes.
Also, Seto is Murase. I knew I fucking recognized his voice.
Nice.
I went and checked the fucking Blue Miburo website to make sure.
That's funny.
Because I was 100% like, I recognize this kid's voice. I 100% do. I can't quite place exactly who it is, but I know I recognize it. Checked. Yeah, Murase. That was one of maybe like 3 options.
Yeah.
I am also very glad that Neo was like, yeah, this guy is not on the up and up.
Yeah,
I knew that
even
from
with
minute
the whole...
1.
Yeah. gotta love the whole thing of like, oh yeah, this dude is like super sketchy, but he's the boss.
It's not even he's the boss. It's just like, well, we can probably use him for information if he's got it. We just got to be, careful we don't, press a button of his.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very clear. Like they're going with yeah, this guy is definitely not the nicest member of this group, and he is probably like the sketchiest motherfucker around.
I mean, he's not even part of the Shinsengumi group. He is just this, like.
No, I know, like.
But yeah, I mean, he's probably part
like
of some other
the associates of the Shinsengumi, I should say. But this guy's like, he's in charge of something or other, and yeah.
he absolutely has some kind of cabal that wants to like get rid of everyone who's not from Kyoto.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Which, basically is the entire Shinsengumi except for the trio of kids.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we got some more stuff with Saito Hajime, which was fun.
Yep.
Because he and Neo do have a very good dynamic.
They do. They really do.
I mean, Saito was trying to strangle Neo, and the other Shinsengumi are just like, what good friends.
Such friends. Much wow.
Yeah. Kondo continues to be a glorious dumbass. He wrote this huge speech on his hand so he could recite it in front of...
That's his excuse for just bowing down the whole time.
Yeah, in front of
he's bowing down the whole time so he can get a good look at his hands.
Though it helps that Kanamori is apparently a dumbass on the same wavelength as Kondo.
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
They also continue to go the whole thing of... Yeah, no, Kamo's also kind of a...
Serizawa is definitely sketchy. But it's interesting because I feel like the last couple of episodes, it's been like, yeah, he's an asshole.
They lean more with an anti-heroic thing.
Yeah, he's an asshole, but
full-on evil dick.
Yeah, he's an asshole, but he's our asshole.
Yeah,
that's very much the vibe I'm getting from it at the moment. Which, to be fair, is probably kind of how it was in history. He was their asshole. He was their asshole up until the point he became too much of a problem and they had to kill him.
Yeah.
But yes, they are dealing with a nasty piece of work right now because eyes are getting ripped out, which is not great.
Good old serial killers.
And yeah, I'm glad that again, Sato and Neo were like, hey, this dude walking towards us with an umbrella is sketchy as fuck. We should probably duck. He is going to attack us.
Let our guard down. Our guards down, yes.
I do not trust this man. Good, we were right not to trust this man.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I'm definitely really enjoying this. So yeah. I love this historical shit.
It's fun.
But we should probably move on to our next show, which is Dandadan. So I've dropped this now because I did read the manga up until I think the point where the most recent episode ended. Based on what I was seeing.
When it's from what I've been told, chapter you said you dropped it is like the very beginning of this episode.
Are you sure?
Said chapter 15, right?
No, let me check.
Because this depths through, I think, either chapter 17 or 18.
I think here's the thing. I got to the acrobatic, whatever her name is.
Acrobatic Silky, yeah.
Acrobatic Silky's backstory, and that was the thing that made me go like, I don't think this is for me. I'm gonna drop it.
Okay.
Where is Dandadan?
I thought it was actually very well handled and
It's
especially
not that
the adaptation of it.
It's not that it wasn't I don't think it was handled well. That's just not the... Yeah, okay, so I got to chapter 16. It's just not the... It's just not the kind of show that I'm interested in watching right now.
It didn't click with you personally.
No.
That happens with me a lot.
Yeah.
I get it.
Honestly, whenever a series goes into a ghost backstory, like a supernatural series goes into a ghost backstory, that kind of thing like can be mined for a lot of very well written drama. But also it can be depressing as fuck because ghosts are rarely come from a happy place.
Yeah,
And
look,
honestly,
I just don't need depressing in my life right now.
I get it. It was very depressing. It does have at least something of a silver lining in that they are able to help Silky's soul move on.
I know.
With Ira's help.
But
and it is... The sequence of the backstory in the anime is absolutely fucking beautiful.
I'm sure it is. I'm almost certain it is. There is nothing wrong with the production values in the show. But between...
I know it's just not something you are feeling up for.
Between the depressing nature of it and the fact that I'm just not vibing with the humor, so, you know, when it is trying to break the tension, it's not working for me. So,
that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
I'm really loving this.
I'm not getting that sort of
release,
that feelings peak that before going into the dip of, you know, the tragic backstory.
Yeah. I get it. I still fucking love this this episode. It was very good. And it's really hard to describe everything that worked well in the episode because it's been covered a lot before elsewhere, and also it's just like, what else is there to say about it beyond production values, storytelling, visuals, everything is good. There's like a good 3-minute sequence that's just completely wordless, and it sells the relationship between Silky and her daughter just perfectly.
I will say, didn't really like the daughter.
Really?
No, she was an asshole.
Ira is not her daughter.
Is she not?
No.
Oh, I thought she was.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't like, what was it, Ira, yeah. I did not like Ira.
I mean, I get it. She's also a dumbass teenager, so...
I don't know. When I've got fucking, the likes of, you know, Taiki and Hina and Chinatsu, you know, fucking... As
you
teenagers...
are spoiled by Blue Box, I swear.
Look, my standards get a little bit higher when I'm also watching stuff like that.
Yeah, again, you are spoiled. Yes. No, like, I feel like this does a lot to, like, show, like, the more abrasive side of teenage dumbassery. And also, like, Ira goes through a lot of shit during this arc as well.
Yeah.
It's not like she gets out completely unfazed or anything.
I mean, she does technically die, so yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, she does help Silky move on by, basically just, embracing her, and, because, while Ira isn't Silky's daughter, she did accidentally, refer to her as, her mother, like, around the time of Silky's death.
Oh.
Because, Ira had recently lost her mom, and she was young and didn't realize the difference at the time. It is unclear what happened precisely to Silky's actual daughter.
Probably nothing good.
Probably nothing good. It is, yeah, I do have no idea whether or not she is still alive in the present day or not either, and it's very unclear. But, probably see more about that, somewhere down the line, if it does come up. Yeah, no, still very good stuff, and very excellently handled adaptation, so I'm very much having a good time with this.
All right, let's move on to our next show, which is Demon Lord 2099.
Man, Marcus sucks ass.
Yeah, he kind of does. So I'm up to.
Yeah, he's kind of a piece of shit.
So I'm up to episode 4. So I did get the basically the reveal of the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What happened?
Marcus sucks ass. Though I do.
Oh, he gets worse.
Oh, I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
Oh.
But it was fun getting, getting some more time with the Veltol and Takahashi dynamic. A lot of fun there. I don't know what she calls Veltol in the sub, but she's been calling him Veli in the dub.
It's something similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like that.
I don't recall off the top of my head because the latest episode didn't have much screen time for either of them.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. The like, no spoilers, but the entire most recent episode was basically just a fight.
Fair enough.
And neither of those two characters were involved in said fight.
Yeah.
I do also love, you're not getting any of this because you're watching it dubbed, but Kinohara, with her English is very funny.
I didn't really put much attention on it until this episode, but yeah, wow. She just random words she just says in English, and it is very funny.
It is so funny. It's one of those things that you can't get in a dub, and it's just so perfect.
Yeah.
Delivered here. Who's her voice actor? Shizuka Ito does a great job with it.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, in the dub you get lines like "Save the jelly for the PB,"
Who says that?
I think it's Takahashi.
Yeah, that sounds like something she'd say.
Yeah.
Save the jelly for the pee-pee. That's great. That's
wonderful. Of course, Ian Sinclair voices also.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I'm watching it. And when he went to the fucking like job center and he like gave his fucking resume in inverted commas, and the dude was like, "Yeah, we're not going to be giving you a job." The perfect amount of confused sadness in Ian Sinclair's. Why not? It was just perfect. It was the perfect
I believe
delivery.
it. He's amazing, so I totally believe it.
I'm still lobbying for him to play Brook when the One Piece live action does get to that point.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a fun pick, actually.
I mean, doesn't he voice him in the dub?
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, absolutely.
I did not watch the One Piece dub, so I had no idea.
I don't watch it much either, but like,
yeah,
he's the one case where you could get the voice actor and have him just play the character in the live action, because it'd probably be like animatronic or mocap or something. But no, it's great.
But yeah, also, episode 3, when fucking Makina forgets that she's living with somebody else and just gets out of the bath in the nude.
Yeah.
And Velto's reaction is just like, don't worry about it. You are hot as fuck. You're not as hot as me, obviously.
Oh yeah, I do love the whole turn of Velto becoming a fucking VTuber.
Yeah.
It's just
it's just a streamer.
Twitch streamer.
It's just a straight up streamer where he just sucks at Dark Souls and
it's great.
Behold the power of my 1,000,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm definitely enjoying this show more than I thought I would.
Yeah, this has been a treat. I love it.
But we should probably...
Velto actually has a lot of the same energy as Sid from The Eminence and Shadow. They're still very different characters, but like they have the exact same energy. And
Right,
that's like
okay.
that's the kind of stuff I eat up. It's so good.
It's great.
Oh god, yeah. He when he confronted the Yakuza, he used his streamer intro for some reason.
That was
Oh
so
my
good.
God.
That was so good. And he's like, no response, huh? I guess I have to work harder.
And then the fucking Yakuza called him a hippie hair bitch.
Oh,
That's great. That's wonderful. Oh, I forget what they called them in the sub, but it was something along those lines.
yeah, it was something silly.
Yeah. Also, the music in this show likes to just go hard randomly.
Yeah.
Ironically, the composer has done a lot of Love Live.
Okay.
I guess Love Live also goes hard or something? I don't know.
Just fun fact.
Yeah.
But the
more you
show's
know.
a delight, and I love it.
Yeah. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
But yeah. Dude, as I said, I'm enjoying it so much more than I thought I would. So yeah, especially with it being dubbed. But we should probably move on to another show that I'm still waiting for the dub on. It is Dragon Ball Daima.
Anime has really popped the fuck off with the big fight of the newest episode.
Yeah, apparently that was initially like made to as it was designed as some sort of apology for like one of the early episodes of Super with the really bad animation. So
Well, they fucking delivered on that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's also neat seeing Glorio's power.
Yeah, he has lightning magic. That's really cool.
Yep.
He does the force lightning. He can summon a whip. It's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, the fucking Minotaur though.
The Minotaur gag killed me. He's so funny, and he's voiced by Kenpachi from Bleach. So that was really
great.
Yeah, that's just delightful. It's like, am I being ignored?
I mean, that tends to happen to any like Mook level opponent when Goku's involved in a fight.
Yeah, Goryo's like, Goku, stand back. I got this. And Goku's like, I don't know, man. I think he's too much for you. He's like, you what?
Excuse you?
Yeah, all right, let's fight right now. Goku's like, yeah, sure. And then they fight, and it was really good. And Goku actually pulls out Super Saiyan for the first time instead of just that one time he flickered through it when he was facing
that was the previous episode, yeah.
that mob of guys. Yeah, the actual Super Saiyan. He's gotten used enough to his kid form so they can just throw that out now. So that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, also, speaking of the episode where he first pops out, like, the hint of Super Saiyan, I do love the bit where it's like, yeah, you can marry my daughter, the princess. Like, oh, I'm already married. I have a wife and kids. Like, what? Because
do adults just look like children? No, I am an adult. I just was turned into a kid again.
Yeah, no, it's very funny.
Yeah. Pansy is also a very fun character.
Yeah, no, she's great.
Yeah.
Great addition to the cast.
Yeah.
Oh, and also we have a good idea of what Glorio's deal is.
Yeah. Arinzu, which I kind of suspected was the case, because I don't think he'd be aligned with anyone else. So, and we know Arinzu was cooking up her own scheme, so makes sense.
Yep. Do gotta love the whole idea of a mysterious officer in the villain army who has their own agenda. That's always fun.
Yeah.
So obviously, as I said, I haven't watched past the first episode, so I can't really talk about how it's doing thus far. But I can, quote Kaiser Neko, who is, quite frankly, probably more, not even probably, is far more qualified than I am to talk about Dragon Ball. And summation is that he is definitely enjoying it, definitely sees it as better than GT, which, not
Low bar.
Not an especially high bar, yeah. But yes, the pacing could be better because it's apparently been a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't mind the pacing too much. It's not that bad.
Yeah, the pacing's like fine. It's been a slow burn, and what we've been getting is like enough because we've been getting a lot of lore, and that's the kind of stuff I eat up. So.
Yeah. But yeah, the demon, as Kaiser says, Demon Realm lore is interesting. Glorio and Pansy are likable and unique, and Shin makes for an unlikely but effective companion.
Yep. All good stuff.
The one big negative he brings up is that Goku is basically just a MacGuffin in terms of the cast.
I mean, the thing is, Goku's more or less done with the bulk of his character development at this stage. And has been for a while.
Yeah.
And, there's not much else for him to be put on a character arc for, especially since, like, what little there was explored in Super, to my recollection.
Yeah, and I feel like Goku will contribute more as a character instead of a MacGuffin when the actual plot starts kicking in.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, he's just a tourist right now. There's not really a whole lot for... Like, he fights the occasional bad guy, and that's kind of it. So...
Kaiser sums it up as Goku's here to kick bad guys' butts, ooh and ah the Demon Realm's many wonders, and provide comic relief.
Yeah, exactly. He's a tourist, which, I think that's fine. Once the plot kicks in, and maybe when, like, Bulma, Vegeta, and Piccolo join up with them, he'll be more of an actual character who contributes to the plot rather than just being the strong guy.
Kaiser has also pointed out the existence of a very buff bull dude in a loincloth.
That's
of course
Minotaur,
he did.
yes.
The Minotaur.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, again, I don't blame Kaiser.
I don't blame him. The guy was built. Also, it's funny. I just remembered. Yeah, the Minotaur's in the opening, but he looks all menacing and stuff, and then he's just kind of a joke.
Yeah.
So they're just playing with us there.
But yeah, certainly from my perspective, I really do hope that the dub will come out in streaming at some point.
Has the whatchamacallit?
The theater run has now ended because it was, I believe, it was from like the 12th to the 14th.
Oh, you weren't able to get to it?
I'm not even sure if there was one in the UK, if I'm brutally honest.
That is fair.
I didn't check, but honestly I doubt it was.
Apparently they didn't get Briner for Kid Vegeta.
They didn't get Briner for Kid Vegeta, which was a little upsetting to me, but it's fine.
Yeah. They got a bunch of lesser known actors.
Which,
So I'm okay with that.
How much of that is to do with, them not wanting to pay the more well known actors, I wonder, but hey, it's fine.
It is.
That's fair, but it works out for the little guy. So it's fine. Especially since from what I hear, the dub is actually very good. So.
Oh, I'm certain it is.
Yeah.
Nothing else. The big names that I'm picking out right now. Aaron Dismuke is Glorio. Nia Celeste is Supreme Kai. Landon McDonald is Degasu. Brittany Lauder is Chi-Chi. Jordan Dash Cruz, Master Roshi. Corey J. Phillips is Mr. Satan. Those are the ones that I recognize. Other than, obviously, Nadolny is Goku.
Which is still a good pull.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope that it will get put on streaming at some point, but I'm not.
I'm sure it has to, right?
You'd think so.
Right?
You'd think so.
Like Crunchyroll, Netflix, somebody. High Dive again, that would be very funny. I'm just saying, High Dive, you could do the funniest thing right now.
If they have the money for it.
I saw somebody say that Toei and the company that did the theater release did it that way to avoid paying Crunchyroll money, which made me like, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we'll see.
That'd be weird because Crunchyroll dubbed it.
I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because like it was Crunchyroll doing the Dragon Ball dub, as they always have, as Funimation at least. So, but Funimation is Crunchy now, so it's they did the dub. So I don't know. I have no idea.
Look, I can't fucking, I have no idea why Crunchyroll does the things it does. I have no idea why they've decided to fucking steal mail for 5 years.
That was still like
So dumb.
that was so cartoonishly evil. Like, why did they do that?
And it seems to be the straw that broke the camel's back for David Vold. He's not going to be returning for Crunchyroll roles, which sucks because he's a great fucking voice actor.
I mean, he'll get work elsewhere.
Oh no, he 100%
Oh,
will. He 100% will.
Yeah. Hopefully somewhere where he's respected.
Yeah. Anyway, we should probably move on to our next show, which is Goodbye Dragon Life.
So, demons have entered the picture now, and it is looking like a bad time for everybody. Even our hero is actually struggling against some of these, well, the strongest of them, rather. Speaking of the demons, they do have some pretty interesting designs. I did not have lizard centaur thing with mouth in the crotch region on my bingo card for demon designs, but what you gonna do? But yeah, so basically a bunch of demons have emerged from hell and are attacking an elven village, and the heroes managed to hold them off, but it's very clear to the protagonist that he cannot fight at full power without causing severe collateral damage. But he manages to basically force enough of a stalemate that the leader of the demons, like, we'll come back in 3 days, either surrender or we'll raise you to the ground. So that's gonna be fun.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. I know you dropped it because you were bored, getting bored of it, Nmbr, but I do think it's taken a turn for interesting of late. But having a good time, and but we should move on to a different fantasy series where we're having a much more good time.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Let's move on to Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, aka Danmachi Season 5.
Everything's bad. Everything's terrible. Oh, poor Belle. Oh my god.
Bella's going through it, and Freya is really emphasizing the gaslighting, gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
Yes. So Freya is just doing her damnedest to convince Belle that everything he's been through was fake memories, and that it's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. Oh.
Speaking of fucked up, there's also her conversation with Ryu. That's fun.
Oh yeah, that was also pretty fucked up. At least she was honest though.
I mean, it is saying something that Ryu is literally the only person she'd be willing to share Belle with. So even if it is fucked up in a number of different ways, at least she does care enough about Ryu not to,
Yeah,
distort her soul and memories.
Yeah, which says something about her time living with the mortals, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Freya is just she wants to break Belle, like just absolutely just break him apart and put him back together in a way that favors her, and it's so unfortunate.
And I get the sense that this isn't just a sense of maliciousness or entitlement, but also like dissatisfaction with where she's been in her life for so long.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it does make sense why she would be so much more like, whatchamacallit, sentimental about her connections at the pubs that she worked at.
Yeah.
But yeah, what she's doing is still very fucked up.
No, it's still very fucked up. Like, she's actively doing it out of love. She does genuinely love Belle, but it's a very fucked up kind of love that, yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. That's pretty messed up.
Very possessive kind of love.
I can only imagine how Belle is gonna react when all this is over. Like, this isn't...
I can only imagine how everyone else is going to react to being brainwashed and having their memories fucked with.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Belle's kind of just been going through it these past couple seasons, huh?
Yeah. Honestly, he's been going through it every season to some degree or another.
But this in season 4 were like, that's
the most brutal, yes.
Yeah, definitely the most brutal by far. It's real bad, and I mean, it's really good, but it's also like really bad.
Because we're having a bad time, having a bad time. But yeah, I do think we're going to reach a breaking point sooner or later, and I do think Hestia is going to be heavily involved in that being triggered.
Yeah, I would imagine so, because she's one of the only people that's able to actively do anything against Freya right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and shoot, whatchamacallit? Damn it, I'm losing my train of thought there.
Also,
we know
Anya.
Uranos is also unaffected, but Fells is affected.
Interestingly.
Yeah.
Which basically means that, yeah, he may as well have been affected, because he can't do shit.
He can't do shit, yeah.
He's like, I can't do anything. It didn't work on me, but it worked on them, so I'm kind of just stuck here, so.
Oh, you know what? This like, the whole, no, you're going to, if you do anything against Freya, you'll be ratted out by by everyone else around you.
Yeah.
Type thing. That's like some Soviet shit right there.
Yeah.
It's like really deeply fucked up. Oh, also the Zenos got mentioned, and Freya's like, yeah, I know about them. I have measures in place.
Of course she does. Of course she does. Yeah.
Honestly, I do think Freya is the best villain this season right now.
She's so good. She's an incredible villain. I'm kind of blown away.
I do kind of want to make a loophole where we can just nominate her just because, like, goddamn.
She's never really been an active antagonist until this point, really.
True. She's only been in the background and, like, been a more neutral role, so...
We'll see.
We'll discuss it and see, but, like, she is definitely a frontrunner for the season, goddamn.
So, from what I'm aware, she's been, hiding as another character throughout the show?
Yes.
Yeah.
So she, one of her followers had a human identity that she has frequently borrowed, and she swapped place with her using magic to basically just have the follower act as her whenever she's in disguise.
So how much of her impact as an antagonist has come off the back of that, basically, betrayal?
Well, the thing is, she wasn't an antagonist up until this season.
It doesn't matter. How much of the impact as her as an antagonist now is to do with her role in the previous seasons? That would be my question. If it is a you know,
it's not an insubstantial amount.
Yeah, that would be my answer then, is probably not.
Damn it.
Like,
we've had characters before that we put as best antagonists that have had roles in prior seasons. Is my argument.
We'll talk about it more off stream, but I feel like you will have to
Is it-
give me those examples, and so that I can, because I don't remember those examples off the top of my head.
Yeah, you have to present your case.
For me to
We'll have
refute
to...
them, because I feel like yes,
like
we have
piece of
done
turkey shit right now.
yes, we have done that before, but I feel like there has been some mitigating factor of, oh yes, they were in the last season, but they didn't have. Or they were in a previous season, but they didn't have any kind of role in the previous season.
All right, I'll have to start looking.
If you can give me something that is similar to what Freya has done, obviously not the same.
Fucking Suletta's mom in Witch for Mercury.
I feel like y'all were probably cheating having that one, to be honest.
I don't know. That sounds about right to me. I'd say that's a decently fair comparison.
It is. Because she is a major supporting character in the first season, but is not actively antagonistic, and then takes an antagonistic role in the second core. And we did allow her to be used as a nomination.
It's whatever. I'm not having this. We don't need to have the discussion now, honestly.
Yes, that is fair. I am just making my case.
I get it. But you will have to make your case, proper case. This is the preliminaries. We'll have a full jury trial later.
Objection.
Objection.
Anyways,
God, I think that makes me the senile judge.
Yes. Yes.
The one who didn't even know that the United Kingdom existed.
The United Kingdom exists?
Barely.
What's the United Kingdom?
Anyways, Danmachi really good, Freya really really bad, Belle very very in pain right now.
Yes.
Also Anya, poor Anya.
Oh god, Anya going through it as well.
No, it does. She was still using cat puns through all of that, so I'm like, really? Really?
On the one hand, really, but at the same time, that's like, I don't think she can turn it off.
I guess not, because
Yeah.
otherwise I feel like she would have.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, Danmachi's really good, but things are very, very bad.
Alright, let's move on then to Kinokoinu Mushroom Pup. This continued to be pretty cute and fun. Episode 5, Hotaru had to travel overnight for a autograph signing session, and Kinokoinu had to get left behind and be dog sat by Yara. And both Hotaru and Kinokoinu were depressed that they were apart, so and when Hotaru got back, Kinokoinu's stubby little tail was wagging a lot, and then Kinokoinu attached himself to Hotaru's leg. There was also an interesting bit at the end of that episode where Hotaru realized he hadn't been buying melon bread for a while, after having been buying it a lot for both himself and Kinokoinu. And based on the images that flashed into his mind when he thought, oh, why haven't I been buying it? It's clear that the melon breads were a sign of his depression over Hanako's death, and a sign that he, wasn't able to cook for himself mentally. But now that he, he's interacting with Kamako more, he in a more personal sense instead of a professional sense. He's interacting with Yara, and he's obviously got Kinokoinu. He's in a much better place now and is able to cook and doesn't have to rely on the pre-prepared melon breads. And considering Kinokoinu even turned down the melon bread in favor of cooked food, does make you wonder if Kinokoinu is like the physical representation of Hotaru's mental health, but I don't know. Episode 6 was interesting because it introduced a new character, Uehara Anzu, a middle schooler who, as it turns out, also has a mushroom dog called Plum, who either has a mustache or is evil. I couldn't quite tell in the bit that I saw. Plum, the mushroom dog, only really appeared at the end, and we only really got one good look at him. As said, he's either got a mustache or he's evil, based on the shape of his mouth.
Porque no los dos?
I don't know. It might be an evil mustache. But yeah, I don't think so. This doesn't seem like that kind of show, and Anzu seems nice enough from what we've seen. Though Yara is getting stupidly jealous over Hotaru talking to the middle school girl. Because yeah, he's still interested in Hotaru romantically, which is cool. But yeah, no, this has still been pretty fun. I'm still an episode behind, but it's fine. It's not like either of you are watching this, so yeah.
Hey, I'm going to eventually.
Eventually.
I need to watch Girls Band Cry and Yatagara's Soup before I even touch this.
Oh god, I've got Girls Band Cry. I forgot about that. Oh god.
Oh god, I have to watch both of those. Oh god.
We still have like 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's 6 short weeks.
Time flies, doesn't it?
It's gonna be more like 2 weeks for me.
Ganbare Mill. You can do it.
But yeah, no, Kinokoinu's still been fun, still been really cute. That dog/toddler is still cute. And yeah, it's still good. Let's move on to our next show, which is Loner Life in Another World.
So we have moved past the first arc in which the psychopath classmate has been decisively defeated and I think killed? Question mark? Anyways, he's not a problem anymore. Let's go dungeon diving and confronting a incredibly powerful undead night lich thing. Surely nothing can go wrong, even if said undead creature vastly outlevels every other member of the cast by at least twice over. What could possibly go wrong?
I'm assuming a lot of things.
Yeah, at least Haruka's probably the only one is only fighting the said skeleton creature solo. Could be much worse. Could be a TPK situation, but no, it's just him. He's the main character though, so he probably has enough plot armor to survive by the skin of his teeth. In certain areas like these, it's a much more of a question of how the win comes about rather than if. I do like seeing the how of it, so let us see how that plays out. Speaking of the how of it, let's see how different magical girl companies handle different magical girl problems.
Let's move on to Magilumiere Magical Girls Incorporated.
Of course they did the whole Ojo laugh on one of them.
So yeah, these 2 episodes were basically fully covering Kana's work experience trip.
Lily's a pretty cool character.
Lily is a pretty cool character, and she is one of us. She stayed up all night to binge a show and then look at reviews for it.
Yes, as one does.
As I think we all have experience with.
What? No.
I will say I'm honestly disappointed they didn't give Lily a scar from that cut on her cheek.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Unfortunately,
I feel like that could have been like considering that the whole point of the company is, elegance and beauty. Like her, having this mark that mars her beauty to people, to society, and still be able to do her job at this company, could have been an interesting thing, but they chose not to go on it.
Honestly, women with scars are badass.
They are. I did also think that it was interesting the contrast between Lily and Tsuchiba, because Lily did a more traditional chant to both transform and cast magic, whereas Tsuchiba's was very technical and very technology focused. So I don't know if there's actually anything in there, but certainly felt interesting to me.
Yeah. It's definitely something that's going to be getting a lot of interesting exploration. For sure. Because it does seem like it is, I wouldn't say grasping at a central theme, but it is, like, working with a central theme. Yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we got that argument between Kana and Tsuchiba about Tsuchiba going, oh, well, results are the only thing that matters. Which is kind of... I mean, obviously it's true, but at the same time, we've seen that Tsuchiba and AST, they meet the base demand of exterminating the Kai, which obviously is fine, but they don't always meet the, secondary demands of, oh, hey, don't wreck our shit here, please.
Yeah, no, that's kind of important.
Yeah. Like, that's not achieving results in that sense. Yes, you get rid of the Kai, but, if you do that, that company isn't going to go, oh, well, she might have, destroyed all this stuff despite me asking her not to, but she did do the base job, we'll ask her back. No, they'll go, oh, well, maybe we'll find somewhere else then.
Yeah.
They'll take longer to get rid of the Kai, but they might actually do it without, destroying my stuff again. Also, I was so certain that hotel was up to some shady shit.
Guess not.
Yeah, apparently not. What I thought, considering the Kai was, absorbing the rubble, I thought they were, using the Kai for demolition purposes.
No, they were just either stupid or unfortunate.
I think mostly unfortunate from what they were saying. But yeah, that's a little disappointing. I thought that could have been a neat little wrinkle.
No, I remember when I was reading that, I think I remember feeling like the same way. I'm like, what's going on here? Is there something going on here?
Like what's
going on?
Yeah, there were some real hints to me that were like, this hotel's up to something shady. And then it just never came to be.
Although probably neither of you caught what I was doing.
No. What were you doing?
I said, hey, what's going on?
Okay. Alright. Okay.
No, not getting it.
Yeah, okay. I did get it, and I don't approve.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I'm still enjoying Magilumiere, though I am very much looking forward to getting back to our main cast. I do. Yep. I did feel like I missed them and their chaos. Like Lily's not a bad character, but as a result, the cast, especially in episode 6, just felt limited.
The dynamic between the two leads is very good. And yeah. But
yeah, let's move on to another very good show. It is Mecha-Ude Mechanical Arms.
Ah,
That climactic fight though was fucking wild.
Yeah.
So it was all Amaryllis.
I'm shocked. Shocked, I say.
Well, not that shocked.
Fubuki is still alive, right?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
going through PT right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
she was. Yep, I remember now. Sorry, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah. I did love
That's
it.
fine.
I did
It's
love.
fine.
Yeah, I loved at the start of episode 6. Aki was like, "Come with me." Okay. I'll force you if I have to. But I just said okay. Attacks. I said okay.
Yeah. That was great.
And then
The humor of this show is top notch.
And then Jun used Wanna as the human shield.
Yeah. Love all these idiots. But yeah, that climax fight is insane, and the cooldown from it afterwards is no less wild.
I mean, what I will say about that fight in episode 6 is it did feel a little choppy. There was a lot of stop and start. It felt like.
Oh yeah, no,
when
but it
was-
looked good and
Yeah.
it had a great soundtrack.
No,
Yeah.
the soundtrack. I mean, the soundtrack is Hiroyuki Samano.
Who? I'm not familiar with that name. Who is that? I don't think he's done anything remarkable.
I mean, he's worked on the amazing show that is Thunderbolt Fantasy,
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
which I am going to watch. I'm going to watch season 4 before the wrap up. I'll have
Someone
to,
has to.
I'll have to sail the high seas for it, but I am going to do it because fuck you, Crunchyroll. Anyway,
Again, it might not be Crunchyroll's fault.
Yo-ho-ho.
It might not be.
no, I'm going to
be
blame
fair.
Crunchyroll on this one.
Okay, fair enough.
It's fair enough, I suppose.
Yeah.
Also, just Amaryllis completely ignoring Jun. Just,
That
poor
was
Jun.
great.
Which led to her downfall. So
Yeah.
Karma's a bitch.
And yeah, in that climactic battle, Alma awakened to his memories and went the route of all tragic heroes and was like, no, I don't want my new friend to be caught up in my horrible decisions.
Oh no. Well, it should come as no surprise, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Also, Aki, like, sticking as close to Hikaru was great, especially with Sinis and Dex making, quite honestly, the ugliest piece of toast with jam I think I've ever seen.
Okay, so I guess like I'm on a different wavelength than you because I thought that looked amazing. So
I'm pretty sure that was butter. That was the yellow part.
yeah.
I get it, but it was not well. It was not well spread. Neither
No.
of them were well spread.
No.
No, it was well spread. You just don't see the vision.
Okay.
I made toast that looks exactly like that. Okay.
I'm sorry for criticizing your spreading skills. Then I guess.
Yeah. How dare you?
Even if it was like a fucking like not a direct shot aimed at you, but
we live in a society.
Aki also was just like casually drinking a mug of something when they were on top of the truck.
That's funny.
And yeah, we got the flashback to what happened to Yakumo.
Also, I want to mention it now. So the Mecha-Ude seem to have a lot of like very Transformers-ass lore. Like, just from I don't know a lot about Transformers currently, but like from what little I do know, it's very similar lore-wise.
I mean,
It's kind of funny.
It's definitely not Energon.
Yeah, or that's definitely not the Allspark.
Look, given this fucking show has not been, shy about the series that have inspired it. It wouldn't shock me if part of the inspiration was also Transformers.
The series has been shy about what's inspired it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely not any, clear inspirations from Kill la Kill.
Who? Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Also, it seems clear that that Tsukihito, his line is the one of the current generations of Kagumis.
Yes,
given
what's being implied, I'm pretty sure.
The hair color, and I would assume whatever Jun's disease is probably going to be the same one that Tsukihito was suffering from.
Soap opera disease.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, you know what? Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's what it is.
Yeah. Also, poor Alma regained his memories and now is going all.
We gotta break up our.
Yeah. We gotta break up. This isn't working out. I don't want to put you in danger.
It's always like that's.
So I'm gonna put Jun in danger instead.
Yep. I mean, fuck Jun, I guess. He's just like, fuck Jun, I guess. I don't want to put my actual bestie in danger.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's something Meru said to Hikaru. Well, fuck Jun instead.
True.
Yes. True, but you shouldn't say it.
I mean, again, we got a couple of fangirl moments from Meru when she overheard that Aki's gonna keep picking Hikaru up every morning.
Yeah.
And then, seeing the other ARMS members, trying to get rid of Aki and just going, right, we gotta move in, guys. We gotta protect their relationship.
Actual children just getting in the way of an actual government agency.
Yeah.
I would say rebellion against a government agency more than actual. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, true.
Also, just whatchamacallit.
I mean, they wrote.
The new corporation lady was also really funny.
I mean, I was more a fan of the old dude in charge who just saw all this happen and just went, "Well, I've done my work for today. I'm a bounce. Can you pick up the rest of them if they survive? Cool. Get on that. Yep. Cool.
Yeah. Time for me to clock out. All right. Peace.
Yeah. Teamwork is not a priority for the Kagami group, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this series continues to be very, very fun.
Lots of fun. Again, you can very clearly see it's a passion project.
I mean, what I will say is the writing is not, world breaking. It's, it is serviceable at worst, and yeah, it's
very tight and competent at best.
It's tight.
Well, not even at best. It's it's pretty consistently well put together.
It's well put together, but it's not changing the formula or anything.
Yeah,
not that it really needs to.
It doesn't need to now. We've done this. We've had this sort of thing before with the show that I always go back to in this sense is Special 7.
Yep.
Didn't do anything special.
Didn't need to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, it didn't do anything special. It was just incredibly consistent, and as a result, it was a very good show.
Yep.
I will take shows that don't necessarily have incredible output, as long as it's consistently good.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wish more shows were like that, but yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like what this show does excel in is what makes it a highlight.
Yeah. But yes, we should probably... Okay, I don't know why that happened. we should probably move on to our next show, which is Negative Positive Angler.
God.
A pretty fun batch of episodes this time.
Yep. I do like Ice. She's such a fun character.
No, the Ice episode is probably my favorite so far. That kind of just had everything.
Yeah. The Tsunehira episode was a bit choppier, but it was still really fun.
Yeah, but it was still pretty fun, just with the whole like fake fishing show aspect of it.
Well, not the Tsunehira. Who's the other guy?
What is his name?
Fuck, I'm blanking on it.
I think it does start with a T.
It does.
Yeah.
Tsunehira's the protagonist.
Yeah.
Fujishiro.
Yeah, Fujishiro. Yeah.
I knew it had a similar. It sounded similar to Tsunehiro's name.
I recognized immediately that he was the TV guy.
Oh yeah, no, it was pretty instant for us, but like it took everyone else's. No one else except Hiro recognized it though.
Yeah, unless everyone else just knows and they don't talk about it. But
What are the odds of that? You do remember how dumb some of these folks are.
Yeah.
They're wonderful
Very
dumbasses, of course, but
yeah.
yeah, no, this is a really fun couple of episodes, and love to see more of Hiro coming out of his shell and trying and utterly fucking failing at fishing.
Yeah.
It's really good stuff there.
And then he also was pretty much pushed by Ice to go like, hey, if that were to happen, I would probably need to tell everyone, just a heads up. At least that's what I would do, but
Yeah, he is going to tell everyone at some point that he is dying.
Yeah, and I'm just curious to see how that shakes out.
It's not going to be a fun time.
Yeah. What do you mean? It's totally fun.
We're in for a bad time there.
Yeah, another bad time. Yeah, really good show. Again, the Ice episode was definitely the highlight for me personally. Her and Hiro's dynamic was very fun, and seeing Ice's cosplays was also pretty amusing.
Just like the whole contrast between her actual look and that. Yeah, that was great. Also, like, the little cameo cosplay things were pretty fun, too.
Yeah, especially the Tanya one, because that's because this is the same studio and mostly the same team that did Tanya, so...
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah, really good stuff. Good, and hey, I'm learning more about fishing, so hey, that's always fun, right?
Yeah, that bait box looks grody as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's overall just a very fun time, and I am looking forward to seeing where this goes. Originals are always interesting, to say the least, to see what direction they take.
Yeah. But I think we can move on.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on to our next show, which is Nina the Starry Bride.
So it looks like Nina is starting to win both the foreign prince and the different members of the servant group, the servant residence rather, of the castle over, with her just being a pretty swell person, and also doing her best to make sure bad actors are removed from play by a combination of wit and guile. Yeah, she's shaping up to be quite the spunky protagonist. I'm very much liking her do her thing, but it's a lot to be said for things not going always according to how she hopes they will go. Because, as it turns out, Set is still kind of a bastard. Yeah, overall still a very, fun show, and, very curious to see where things will go from here.
Alright, let me just... There it is. Let's move on to our next show, which is... One Piece Log, Fishman Island Saga.
This show's looking good.
We finally got the remastered version of the It's Peak meme, so
Yeah.
that's fun.
Yeah, that's great. I am very happy with how it's looking so far. And I haven't watched the last night's episode, but they're basically wrapping up the Return to Sabaody in 3 episodes, which is about where it should be.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, whatchamacallit.
I mean, I'm planning on watching at least, you know, this scene here where Luffy shows off how, you know, his improvement over the last 2 years.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's handled really well.
Yeah.
Just looks good too. Yeah, no, there's not much else to say. It's a remaster.
It's Return to Sabaody. There's, you know, it's
there's not much there.
Yeah, not a whole lot.
Yeah. Still good though. Still very good.
I wonder if the dub will do these episodes.
They might. The pacing is so much better than the original anime. I wonder how it will be like if they wind up remastering Wano, because there's some serious pacing issues all the way through Wano. But
that'll be way down the line.
There's serious pacing issues throughout, especially in like Dressrosa, and you know.
Yeah, that's my thought. Just give me a remastered Dressrosa and Whole Cake, and I'll be happy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I saw somebody say the pacing was actually too fast comparing a shot from this and a shot from the original.
Bruh.
Which, you know, I mean, my comment on it was because it's the scene where fake Luffy
confronts real Luffy, yeah.
Yeah, confronts real Luffy. And I was like, well...
You mean Damalo Black?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, how dare you not remember his name? That memorable character.
But yeah, my take on it was, yeah, they probably could have lingered on it a little more, but it's not even really the big moment of, you know, that portion of the story, let alone the arc. Why would they linger on that bit?
Could not tell you. I could not tell you.
Like, again, I'm absolutely gonna watch the scene where Luffy faces off against the Pacifista, and you know that's a scene where, you know, I expect they will probably linger a bit more. Because it is a bigger scene than, you know, Luffy just fucking dodging some dumbass who tries to take his name.
Yeah, exactly.
Taking back names.
You know what? God, I love Luffy. He's such a great protagonist.
Yeah. He's okay, Goku's better.
How dare But yeah, it's great. Yeah, there's not really much to say about the remaster beyond it's a remaster. It's a better version of what originally was aired. That's how most remasters are, after all.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, depending on the remaster, sometimes there's like some bugs or glitches that they add, or some things like just aren't, pulled over properly. But there'll be patches. So.
Yep.
All right, let's move on then to our next show, which is Orb, about the movement of the Earth.
I did actually start this, but I only watched the first episode so far. But I am intrigued. So
It's real good, honestly.
I'm sure it is, because anyone who I've seen talk about it freaking loves it. So I'm like, okay, all right, I'll watch the nerd show. It's fine.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's my favorite show of the season, but it's definitely, it's another consistent one of. There's nothing really that I necessarily dislike other than, Kenshiro Suda.
What?
Speaking of which...
What? No. Leave Kenjiro Suda alone, okay?
Honestly, no, but speaking of Kenjiro Suda, he is in the show, and in the most recent, one of the more recent episodes too.
Yeah, in episode 7, which was it was a reveal that probably worked better when it probably works better when you aren't using one of the most recognizable voice actors in the country.
All right, I can already see
because they were like trying to hide who the character was by not showing his face and only showing his hands. But when Kenjiro Suda's voice is coming out of him, it's like, well, of course I know who that is.
Yeah, it's Seto Kaiba. Who else could it be?
It's Kenjiro motherfucking Suda. Yeah.
It's Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen, of course.
Again, yeah, no, it's obvious.
Yeah. I do think that Oxy and Bedeni have been an interesting pairing thus far, and Yolenta has been a very fun and interesting character.
Yeah, she's been a great addition to the cast.
I mean, she adds a level of almost childlike wonder and innocence that Oxy and Bedeni do not have.
Yep. She also just adds some extra dimensions to the story overall.
Yeah.
There's a lot more cogent commentary with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really neat. But yeah, the plot developments of the past couple episodes have been very interesting, and done a lot to kind of differentiate the characters from who came before as well, because Bedeni is very different from...
Oh, no, he's honestly kind of an asshole.
Yeah, no, he is a total dick, but at the same time, it works for his character, because he's the devoted scholar who has gone through through everything to get what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, no, it's very makes for a very compelling character.
I mean, just the fact that, obviously the characters we've had before have been like, oh, we're doing this, the characters before and after, we're doing this, for the world, we're doing this so that the world becomes, a smarter place. But Eddie's like, nah, I'm doing this for me. This is my
I want the credit, motherfucker.
This is my project now. If we don't succeed, I want my stuff burned.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Nobody else is going to profit off my fucking work.
He's in it to win it.
But yeah.
Really good stuff.
And a good moment at the end of episode 6 of Oxy finally getting, or at least partially getting past his religious trauma.
Also, I do love the whole bit where whatchamacallit, Count Piast completely sees through all of Yolenta's bullshit about not having authored the
Yeah, Piast is not a fool.
Yeah, no. His backstory is pretty interesting, honestly.
Yeah. And, presumably he will essentially cave, but yes, it was an interesting backstory. And I do wonder how long ago it was.
Yeah, I am curious about that too.
But, yeah, no, Orb has continued to be good.
Mm-hmm. I am very excited to see where it goes from here.
But we should probably move on to our next show, which is Ranma 1/2. I'm going to be honest, it's been losing me the last couple episodes. I do not like Kodachi.
It's okay, she's done for now. But
Thank God. She's such an asshole.
Yeah, she's pretty terrible.
Honestly, the last two episodes have also made me not like Ryoga very much.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Because he's being...
Ryoga did some pretty fucked up stuff.
Because he's been skeevy as fuck with Akane.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. That fucking rhythmic gymnastics competition in inverted quotes. Yeah, that was dumb and not in a fun way for me.
I had fun with it, personally.
I had a bit of fun with it as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I said part of it is that I just did not and do not like Kodachi.
Yeah, that's fair.
I blame you for that.
Yeah.
And the addition of, Ryoga in there, even in pig form, was just like, okay, fine.
I get it. On the other hand, though, it was fun seeing all the creative shit with the gymnastics and the tools.
When Kodachi threw her brother, that was pretty funny.
That was funny. I'll give you that. I'll give him that one. That one was very good.
Just pulled him out of the audience, and he was totally just chill with it.
Honestly, anything involving the male Kuno, I like male Kuno.
It's like, that's her brother. That's totally legal.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
Also, Ranma using his real name in girl form, and the crowd is starting to ask questions. Kuno, who has more evidence than most to realize what's going on, still hasn't got a fucking clue.
No,
not a single clue.
No thoughts on empty the whole time.
Everyone in this world is a dummy.
Again, the people in the crowd, I feel like, they might not have the full information to make that connection. But,
they're just two Ranma Saotomes that look very similar. And,
one's a boy, one's a girl. Obviously. It's fine. But, Kuno, I feel like has seen enough at this point that he should know.
Mm-hmm. Or at the very least, believe that they're siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though I will say, episode 5, I really liked. We finally got, a couple of genuinely sweet moments between Ranma and Akane that were only slightly ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
I also loved there was oh yeah, Ryoga turned into an animal. Ranma finds this dog, except Ryoga turned into a pig. So Ranma's just found a random dog and is talking to it like it's Ryoga. A very derpy and brainless looking dog.
I mean, of course you would think Ryoga is derpy and brainless.
Yeah. Also the fact that Genma and the tall guy tried to eat pig Ryoga.
Yes.
It's okay, Ryoga. I won't spill your secret.
Oh, also, Ryoga just celebrating finally not getting lost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he actually made it. Good for him.
And immediately gets doused with water.
Honestly,
Yeah.
what I thought was gonna happen when it said, "Oh, the competition's happening in Gym 2," he was gonna get lost in between there and the gym. So
Yes. The end result was almost as funny.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing: good on Ryoga for actually getting out of China this decade.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god,
man,
yeah,
you
and
can't stop them, Marshall.
fucking Genma, like, coming into the bath with Ryoga and Ranma in there and just going, "Nope, I'm just gonna leave you two to this. I'm gonna leave."
Fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah.
What about when Ryoga, in pig form, went to the bathroom while Akane's dad was
Oh
just
yeah,
in
that
there?
one, yeah. So just not questioning the pig walking into his bath, turning into a naked young man, and just walking out again. Not
like,
questioning it
yep.
at all.
He's like, "Yep, okay, that's fine."
This is my life now. It's fine.
Goodness.
Yep.
Like that's, as I said, I have been enjoying the show. It was just this little mini arc that I was not a fan of.
No, that's absolutely fair
I get
because Kodachi is pretty scummy.
As long as Kodachi doesn't particularly show up much from now on, it'll be fine.
She'll definitely show up again. I don't know if she will this season though.
I mean, yeah.
Isn't this one too core?
Probably.
Because I remember Ursa Yatsura was also too core, but
Yeah, but
there's
That
no
was-
listing on episodes on this one.
Yeah. that-
okay. We just don't freaking know. Okay.
Yeah, but that Ursa Yatsura was what, David Pro?
Yeah, it's Save Production. This one's
Yeah.
Mappa.
This is Mappa, so you don't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
what we do know is that when that leak happened sometime back, when just a bunch of shows just leaked in their entirety, the first 12 episodes of Ranma did leak.
Okay.
So 12 currently,
at
as
least,
far as we
yeah,
know.
at least 12, yeah.
Yeah, it's very possible that it'll take a break and then we'll get another 12 episodes or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At the very least, we probably won't see Kodachi again for a while because we still got more characters to introduce.
Yeah. I also kind of hope we don't see Ryoga as much, but that one I don't think is gonna. That one I don't think is gonna happen.
Ryoga, he's gonna be sticking around. To be honest, weirdly enough, I'm pretty sure I remember him being a little more lecherous in the original, so I think they actually toned him down a little bit.
Good.
Oh, thank God. He's bad enough as it is, quite frankly.
Yeah, I think they toned him down. I don't quote me on it because again,
Yeah.
it's been
Yeah,
ages.
no, it's fine.
But yeah, because I remember being more irritated by him in the original. But here, I'm like, you're still irritating, but you're less irritating than I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff also is just like this is of its time type thing.
Yeah. Plus, the actual good gags balance it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there have been a lot of really good gags.
Yeah.
Like I said, especially considering it feels like with Ryoga now, it's very similar gags of Ranma's just chasing Pig Ryoga around, sort of thing. Like there's not been too much invention with it.
I do like them having fought all night just so that Ranma felt tired in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also loved how when Ryoga first attacked the dojo, Genma just slugged both of them with a sign that said quiet.
Yes. I do love the signs. The signs are very funny.
The signs are very, very funny.
I'm trying to remember, because, like, I remember Genma being pretty terrible in the original, but I don't know if that's something that happened later or not. So
Maybe
far,
it's
he's just been
he hasn't had enough time to talk.
Yeah, maybe, because he spent most of the show in panda form.
Yeah,
for some reason.
I did make a point of, does Genma just not care if he's a panda?
Yeah, I'm like, he's just chilling around as a panda, and I'm like...
No thoughts,
Okay.
head empty, only vibes.
I mean, he turns up to the fight with like fucking a fucking tea set, like
The whole
in
thing of,
panda
like,
form.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you want some tea? And I'm like, I don't know if this is the time for that. And he just sits down. I'm like, okay.
oh yeah, the whole thing of like them getting transformed and then getting retransformed in midair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the animation on that water was gorgeous.
Yo, no, it was
Yes.
really good. It was really good. Yeah.
That was some great looking anime water.
Yeah. The whole bit where they're trying to swim up the fire hose stream. Yeah, no, I'm having a blast with this one. It's very fun.
Yeah, it's definitely fun, and I can understand not liking the more unsavory parts of this show, but you know.
This is a work from Takahashi in the 80s. So,
I know,
yeah.
I know.
Honestly, this has aged better than like some of the other stuff that's from that time.
Yeah.
Nobody's shrinking down to watch a teenage girl poop yet, so it's still up on Dragon Ball.
Oh god.
Oh, Toriyama.
Nobody's getting a potentially kitty pig to turn into said teenage girl, so the old man can grope the pig turned into a girl.
God. Fucking Roshi.
Oh, Toriyama. I'm glad you got with the times. Mostly. Mostly.
Look, I'm just gonna say that parts of Roshi's arc in Super were not great.
I'm not entirely blaming that on Toriyama. We know Toei was behind
Yeah.
a lot of that shit.
Yeah, that's
Always
bad.
behind a lot of dumb shit. If we're being completely honest.
Did that
Yeah.
arc happen the same way in the manga?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
Okay,
No.
good. Okay, yeah, I'll blame that one on Toei then, to be fair.
Yeah.
Anyways, we should probably move on.
Yeah,
Oh boy, we're
another
we're
fun
about to
show.
go to sequels.
Let's start the massive run of sequels only broken up by stories of girls who couldn't be magicians. Because up first, we have ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, Season 3.
Plus side, Subaru didn't actually die. That's fun.
I'm amazed that he didn't die, and his leg is being transformed into some weird dragon bullshit or whatever.
He got dosed with some dragon juice and he has no idea what's going on now.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see what happens from that. Also, Krush is in a bad position, but she seems to be waking up now, so
Yeah, fingers crossed.
curious to see how the dragon juice affected her.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like she took it as well as Subaru did. Or if
No.
that's just the witch factor protecting him or something.
Yeah. Also, it was right on her face, so.
Yeah, true. That also could not have helped.
It was. Then again, I don't know if that's worse than it being put directly on Subaru's already fucked up stump leg, so I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of which, Priscilla just casually slices it open and is like, okay, just ask first next time?
Yeah.
Nope.
Ew.
Also, Priscilla just like decimating a bunch of beasts with just this sick ass looking sword.
Yeah, Priscilla's pretty cool. I gotta say.
I do like that she intuited the way to counter Wrath's effects.
Yeah.
Also, gotta love the big speech Subaru gives.
Yep. Subaru's big speech, that he says to help out the townspeople. Did a good job there. Oh yeah. And then there's Amelia with her espionage bullshit.
I love her Mission Impossible thing that she does. It's great. Oh yeah, and she has a fun conversation with Al, who's apparently also an Otherworlder. That whole thing got revealed in a fucking short.
Huh?
Yeah. Like one of those chibi shorts, it got revealed that Al is an Otherworlder.
That seems like a pretty big thing to just... Okay.
It's hinted at in the episode itself with him reacting to Subaru mentioning, like, you know, traffic. Pulling a kid out of traffic, but, like, it's very subtle and it's not obvious. compared to just like him outright stating it in the shorts.
That's pretty. All right. Okay. Seems like an important piece of information that should have been in the show proper, but it's fine. It's fine.
Apparently, it was brought in Arc 3 of the light novels, which is the second half of season 1.
Huh? Okay. All right. Okay.
There's a lot of shit that got compressed in that section, apparently.
I know, but that's all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Sorry,
it's
I
fine.
thought I brought it up. I didn't know if you knew.
No, I didn't know. Thank you for telling me. What the fuck, ReZero?
That's on White Fox, honestly.
White Fox, the director, whoever, whatever. It's fine.
Apparently, they thought it was extraneous at that point in the story, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not super relevant until now, anyways.
Anyways, so Subaru and Ko are starting to plan their counterattack, and then pretty much the most powerful guy in the show just pops in. He's like, "Hey, I'm joining the fray." I was like, "Okay, cool."
Reinhardt is a huge boost. Also, I'm pretty sure most of the witches, or rather, most of the archbishops would body basically anyone besides Reinhardt.
Yeah, Reinhardt's only really vulnerable to whatever weird bullshit they pop out, which I mean, depending on what the weird bullshit is, it might not affect him at all. So
yeah, Reinhardt's pretty hacks all that.
Yeah, he's like Goku basically.
He's like Goku except with a differently defined power set.
Yeah,
but he is the Goku of his set.
Yep, exactly. So the fun begins.
Yep. Apparently, the second half of the season is called the counterattack arc, so that's gonna be fun. But
so I wonder what that means.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly they're gonna sit back in a defensive formation and wait for the enemy to come to them. Turtle up.
Turtle up. But yeah, we're gonna be on break after next episode for a while.
Oh, that's right, man.
Yep.
Whatever. It's fine.
It's ease, but it's ease.
Just a weird number.
Yeah, no, 8 is an odd number, isn't it?
No, it's an
even
even
odder
number.
by the fact that it's not odd. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's an even number. I don't know what you mean, but it is a weird number.
It is weird, and that is between 7 and 9, which pop up a lot more often in fiction.
Yeah, and then if you turn 8 around, 90 degrees, it makes an infinity, which is that's a whole other can of worms.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, let's move on from 8 and talk about another sequel.
Let's move on to Ron Kamonohashi's Forbidden Deductions Season 2. So, as it turns out, the mystery for the beach arc was not who did it, but how did he do it.
Yeah, which that's what they ended up going for, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
I wish you made it a little less obvious, but it's fine. It works. I like how the doc's clumsiness is what helps reveal how the guy did it, though.
Yeah. I mean, it was a cool explanation, using salt to fuse ice.
Yeah, to the point where I'm surprised that asshole manager actually
thought about
knew
it. Yeah.
to do that. Yeah. I'm like, that's weirdly clever. I don't know, man.
Look,
I mean,
he
you work
might
with
be,
a lot of that ice, so
he might be an asshole in general, but he's a fucking expert about ice.
yeah.
Also, Mofu was the epitome of he asked for no pickles when she was gonna take back that yakisoba.
Yes.
Hey, Ron's medicine works. It does, knock him out. It knocks him out for a day, but it works.
Yeah, that's kind of a big side effect.
It is a big side effect, but it's a start.
Yeah.
And while they do, need information from the House of M about what they did to Ron, It might just be, you know, somebody who's definitely still alive and likely willing to switch sides. Might just be somebody like that.
I can't think of anyone. I don't know what you're insinuating.
Yeah, maybe. Also, I got the scene that I was waiting for of Spitz in swimming gear, excited for the beach trip.
Yes! Brilliant. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Just him going on the
Spitz.
roof. So, just waiting for that invitation. Just practicing my strokes. Yeah, okay.
Poor Spitz.
Poor Spitz.
I'm surprised you didn't use that as the screenshot.
Oh god, I probably should have. Oh well. And then yeah, we've got this. We've got Hummingbird, voiced by Takahiro Sakurai.
Yeah, which cool. Very, very good pull. Also, I like how we know who it is, but they don't.
I mean, Ron clearly does.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't, he's extremely close to knowing. So.
No, I mean, Ron figured the guy out at the concert, and then.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Obviously, he didn't see his face, but you know, I feel like Ron has absolutely figured this guy out at this point. To be honest, I think the only reason he hasn't revealed him is because he's trying to bait this guy into kidnapping him.
Wait, that's actually very on brand.
He keeps trying to do it. He keeps like going, oh, I'm this really talented detective.
Ooh. Just a really talented detective who's also a sweet shop owner. Ooh.
What a shame it would be if this mysterious hummingbird would kidnap me. I mean,
look at my puppets.
I mean, the other thing, Hummingbird has not been subtle about who he is. Because he's been doing that whole thing of, oh, this mysterious and handsome Hummingbird has done all this incredible stuff, but I'm not him, obviously. I just admire him greatly.
Yes. It is a nice twist on things to see how, like, you can actively see him planning what he's gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
pretty neat.
I'm gonna be really interested to find out how the fuck he kidnapped Nyon.
Yeah, because he was with them the whole time. So
he was right fucking there, and there was a locked door between them. I don't know how the fuck it happened. I'm gonna need some more clues on this one.
Turns out he has an evil twin brother.
That would actually be a hilarious twist. I would actually be so into that.
Yes, the evil twin brother.
And I mean, presumably, I'm guessing like the victim, once he's stolen their talent, is unable to use it again, because otherwise he's just sort of like kidnapping them and then letting them go after a couple of days, which is not that bad on the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. It's pretty odd.
It's I mean, it's weird behavior, but everyone's weird in this fucking show.
Yeah, you're kind of right. That's
everyone but Toto is weird in this show.
Honestly, it's like among the least weird things we've seen.
Yeah. Also, Ron's whole thing of, I guess I'll let you take me to this concert on a date. But,
yeah?
yeah, no, Kamonohashi's still really fucking good.
Yeah, this has been lots of good fun.
Yeah.
I'm really also the singer falling for Ron,
that was great. Yeah. That was very good. I mean, let's be honest, Ron needed an in somehow.
Yeah. That was pretty funny. Yeah.
Oh god,
this shows lots of good fun.
Yeah, just him introducing himself like, I'm Kamo. Haven't come up with another name yet.
Think of that in advance.
It's just Kamo. Also, I'm Detective Toto's best friend. Oh, yeah. Now, Kamonohashi's still a lot of fun. Presumably, we'll get more into plot stuff towards the latter part of the season.
Yeah.
Again, I'm hoping Winter comes back at some point.
Who? Don't worry. I hope she comes back too, or I hope they come back.
Yeah.
Whoever they are, wherever they are. I hope they're okay.
I don't know. I feel like there's been enough. You know, the Moriarty's butler was like, "Yeah, Winter's still alive and just in critical condition. It's fine."
Yeah.
They'll probably die.
Yeah, but then the asshole said, like, yeah, teach him, make an example out of them, and I'm like, oh boy, all right.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's move on to sequel number 3 with... Oops, didn't press the button. With Seirei Gensouki, Spirit Chronicles Season 2.
So, the newly isekai companions have been left in the safety of the Spirit Village while Rio is off on his errand, and he stumbles across the diplomatic mission of the princess of his old home kingdom, along with another reincarnator. So that's another linkage of the plot stuff happening, as it were, and got an interesting demonstration of him trying to bullshit his way through his powers by being very, very specific about what he claims he can do and what he shows he can do. Because he's trying to be on the down low and not reveal to everyone who he actually is. So that's interesting. And, yeah. It's mostly just a couple of transitory episodes that show a little bit of political development and much more focused on traveling and establishing potential directions that different relationships can potentially go. Yeah, so not much to say on that front. We can talk about Sengoku Youko now.
Alright, let's move on to it is Sengoku Youko Part 2.
God.
I mean, obviously, episode 28 opens up with really fucking sweet moment of Shinsuke and Tama saving Shakugan.
Yeah.
Yeah. That whole episode was really good.
Yeah.
And then we get the silly antics in the next episode with, oh no, is it the same episode with Tsukiko and Senya?
Yeah, no, same episode.
God damn.
No, 29 is Mudo fighting Bansho and kind of getting his ass kicked, and then Doren and Jinun's backstory.
Which that was awesome to see. I loved that.
Yeah, Bansho's final form is also incredibly fucking wild.
Yeah. No, the otherworldly effect that they've put on his body is fucking spectacular. It's so cool.
Yeah. Apparently the panels of that in the manga go even fucking harder. I've seen them, they're fucking insane.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I've got the first volume of the manga now, so I'm probably slowly gonna start picking the rest of it up.
Yeah,
but yeah, fuck.
Lots of emotional shit in these episodes.
Yeah.
Doren won the fight as well.
Yep. He looks like he got fucked up though.
Yeah, the art for that episode had some crazy shots in it.
I mean,
it was very clearly a knockdown, drag-out brawl between the two that left them both badly beaten.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. It was, unfortunately, again, a little fragmented. Segments of the fight split up between other stuff. And parts of it were pretty well animated. Other parts of it weren't as well animated. And honestly, I don't think the lighting did it many favors. But,
no, I don't think the lighting did it any favors either.
I mean, in terms of actual, story stuff, fucking great fight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, look, obviously the production values on this haven't been anywhere near as bad as Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer, but
we dare not speak its name.
But
that shit was unforgivably bad.
Yeah, I do think that this second part has been, a little weaker in that sense.
Hasn't been that badly hit.
It's not been bad. It's not been bad. It's just been limited, I think.
Yeah.
It's still mostly been pretty good, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, a lot of good stuff here, and it'll be interesting to see what happens after since we already got the conclusion of Doran and Junon's fight. It'll be interesting to see what happens from there.
I mean,
because again, both of them look like they got fucked up from the whole thing.
I mean, here's the thing: we don't have that many episodes left. I mean, I think we're probably gonna get maybe.
We have like 6 or so left.
Yeah, I think we've probably got maybe a couple episodes left on this, and then we're heading to fucking Jinka.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, fun.
It'll be good for Jinka to get some visitors.
We're all having a bad time.
Also, I love
having a bad time.
I love that Hanatora essentially chloroformed Senya.
That was funny, yes.
Yeah, that was...
Okay, Senya, nap time now.
Nighty-night.
Let Mudo murder some fools today.
Yeah.
It's Mudo's turn to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mudo having a really cool fight with Bancho is great, but like it does get a bit overshadowed by Doran and Junon's fight.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I did like that Bancho is like sat down in front of the fight, just like going, "Okay, whoever wins, I got next."
Yeah.
Oh, he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit right here and watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally the only way they could add to that is just having him, like, conjure a bucket of popcorn or some shit. Yeah, no, it's good. It's very good.
No, Sengoku Youko is still very, very good.
Yeah.
As I said, my only, like, negative for it, especially in the second part, has been the more limited production values, which I'm going to be honest, ReZero probably has something to do with that.
Oh, I'm willing to bet, yeah.
I mean, even ReZero has had some bits and pieces there that the production values have been like flawless.
Yeah, but ReZero's far more consistent.
Yeah, it's a little less workmanlike than some of the stuff here.
Yeah. Hopefully they're saving some of the resources for the final bout.
Yeah, Jinka versus Senya, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun time.
Having a fun time, having a fun time.
Oh boy. Yeah, we should probably move on to something that is definitely a fun time.
Let's move on to Shangri-La Frontier Season 2.
That fight against the Scorpions was really fun.
Yeah, that was really fun. My only issue is that the Scorpions itself don't look that great, especially the golden one, but...
Yeah, it does look a bit janky, but at the same time, how the fuck would you, like, make crystalline Scorpions with traditional animation and not make them look just weird as hell?
Yeah. That is true. To its credit, it does look like it's from a game, so...
Yeah, it does look like a game asset, for sure.
Yeah.
It helps that the fight itself is really dynamic.
Oh, no, the fight's awesome. That was super, super fun. And for a crystal scorpion, it pulled some crafty shit.
Oh, absolutely. It's a rare enemy for a reason.
Yeah.
I imagine we're going to get more story stuff after this, but it's just good to see Sunraku just living his best life.
You didn't watch today's episode, did you?
No. Have you?
Yes, I did.
Should have watched it then.
Yeah.
Oh well. But yeah, from what I have gathered, there's a lot more story stuff at this week's episode.
Not really, no. Actually, we're
Well, not
taking a
story
bit
stuff,
of a detour.
character interaction.
Sure, yeah. We're kind of taking a detour from the plot for a while.
Interesting. Okay.
I won't spoil, but yeah, we're getting some cool stuff though. A nice
That's
change
good.
of pace.
Yeah. The unfortunate downside of like the past two episodes being about a not particularly narratively important fight is there's not much to talk about besides the fight itself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't get me wrong, it's a good fight. It's just like not super
Yeah.
narratively important beyond just like showing Sunraku's development as a fighter in the game, basically.
Yeah. Oh, there is one kind of narratively important thing. Kind of like I say narratively important. I put that in the biggest quotation marks because this is a game. So, but
Yeah, the whole
Sunraku has more
game over
motivation now. I'll say.
it's good from a character perspective and also good from like a perspective of, oh yeah, Sunraku has finally managed to I think he's managed to get a rare item. I haven't seen if the Scorpion has dropped something or not.
Yes, he got pretty much all the key pieces of the Golden Scorpion.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
Yeah. Also, he gained 20 levels.
I do remember that. That was fucking great.
Yeah. 20 levels.
And then he sits down and watches the sunrise, a satisfied man.
Yeah. Which is actually a pretty funny contrast to the beginning of the next episode. But
I'm looking forward to that.
yeah, you'll see.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. But no, the show's really, really fun. I'm looking forward to seeing where the plot goes and also just what's going on currently. So.
Sounds like it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, let's
From on.
move on then to the stories of girls who couldn't be magicians. Fucking ruining the streak of sequels there.
Yeah.
I'm not dropping it.
I'm not saying drop it, but I'm saying maybe we can move it somewhere.
Yeah, fuck
You
this
can
show.
find a way to justify moving it, be my guess, but
Fuck
like,
this show, because it broke up the flow.
the Orinoco flow.
My justification would be that, you know, it's breaking the run of sequels, and having such a long run of sequels is funny to me.
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll see if I think of it for the wrap-up.
Yeah, the standard course students actually managed to do really well in a race that seemed rigged against them from the start, and actually managed to place reasonably well rather than just dropping out. So that's fun. And most of the students then leave for summer break, which, or is it winter break? I think it's, I don't remember. I've had so much going on this past week. But yeah, most students leave school for a break, leaving just a handful of them on campus to fuck around and see what's going on with the mysteries of the school. From what I haven't watched the most recent episode, but from what I can gather, there's a lot of very interesting plot stuff going on in the recent episode. So I'm very much looking forward to digging into that. But for right now, it's mostly just, oh hey, these characters are developing dynamics with each other, and oh hey, these characters are getting closer, and so forth. Yeah, Rumi's had an interesting arc as well of like getting more and more just depressed and despondent by her apparent inability to use magic despite all that she learned from her grandmother. So it's very interesting to see how that arc has been affecting her, and contrasting with Yuzu's arc of just becoming more and more positive as a person. Don't really see the protagonist undergoing a negative arc as their primary arc while contrasted with a foil who has a positive arc all that often. So it's very interesting. But yeah, probably move on to back to sequel land.
Back to sequel land with Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online Season 2. I'm assuming...
The lightsaber colors are not symbolic at all. No, sorry.
Yeah, I'm assuming the reference was intentional.
I mean, Pitohui is an absolute fucking griefer, if we're being honest. But yes, it turns out Pito was the traitor of the traitors because she was never actually the traitor to begin with. Len was actually the designated traitor of the group. And Pito just took advantage of a number of loopholes in the way the event was coded, as well as just taking advantage of her, just manipulating her teammates into thinking she was actually the traitor when she wasn't. And bada bing, bada boom, everyone on the traitor team except for one has been wiped out by her or by their own flaws. So now it's her and the rest of her and Len's team against Len and the one survivor of the traitor team. And also, at least, it does involve a fun lightsaber duel between her and one of the other traitor team members, which is really really fun time to watch, honestly. There need to be more lightsaber fights in anime. Star Wars Visions didn't give me enough of that. Yes. Moving on to a sequel I'm sure the two of you will enjoy talking about.
No, just me. Because up next it is Tonbo Season 2. So basically it's... I've only watched 2 episodes for this and there's another one out, but basically Tonbo is at her first competition. In the preliminary period, she is teamed up with a woman in her, like, I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say like maybe 30s, whose husband loved golf but has sadly died, so she's been widowed. She's now playing golf, in his memory sort of thing. She was very nice. She is very nice. Unfortunately, the other 2 people they were teamed up with are complete assholes, who are consistently like shit-talking both Shima and Tonbo, despite the fact that Tonbo is doing incredibly well. As it turns out, in that preliminary portion, Tonbo comes first in the entire fucking thing. So then you get to the finals, which is the first 100 people. Tonbo is in the same group as Sabura, Hinoki, and a woman named Kurisu, who, as it turns out, was a incredibly good golfer, was on the world stage, until she was playing golf in America 10 years ago and was attacked by a crocodile.
That's some birdie wing type shit right
That's
there.
unfortunate, Jesus.
Yeah, savaged her left ankle, and she struggles to put weight on it now.
Jeez.
So she's had to come up with a strategy and practice it for the last basically 10 years to still be able to play to a high standard while, keeping the weight off her left foot as much as possible. And hey, she came second, so, she's doing pretty fucking well.
Good for her.
Yeah. Honestly, that's kind of what I like about the show. The actual characters who matter, they're pretty much all nice. Decent enough people. Hinoki's dad is unfortunately still there being a dick, but Sabura, told him to fuck off, and then gave Hinoki some motivation, so that's good. And then we got Tonbo's opening shot, which genuinely I think might have been the best the show has ever looked. Which is, pretty good. So yeah, continuing on with the finals, Tombo's got some real competition here, so it's going to be interesting to see how she deals with that.
That's just nice.
But moving on to our next, our last sequel on the list, it is...
God damn.
Tower of God Workshop Battle.
So we finally got another big reunion with Rock and Bomb finally meeting back up for the first time since, was it like end of season 1? Yeah,
basically, yeah.
Which was very sweet. Haven't seen what happens next because that's in today's episode and I haven't watched that yet. Also had the end of the gambling match, and ended in a very funny way where basically it comes down to a one-on-one fight between two of the strongest competitors in the whole tournament thing. One of whom is Anak, who you might be vaguely familiar with, Mil.
Yeah, I remember the name.
It's the lizard girl.
Yeah, I remember the name.
Yeah, so her and Ron, who is basically a lightning dude, fight one another one-on-one, and everyone places bets on it, and they both get KO'd because Paracule, who had been tossed into the drink, winds up knocking them out on accident by overturning a piece of debris right in their faces. Which leaves basically everyone dumbfounded, all but 2 of the bettors eliminated. So that's fun.
Yeah.
But the eliminated bettors are able to argue that it doesn't. Their elimination shouldn't count, and they are instead placed in a kind of sort of sudden death competition with each other, in which the one winner of that will face off against the winner of the remaining 2 teams. So things will get curiouser from there. But yeah, this is turning it into some interesting and fun stuff. Lots of intrigue, and some new characters are being introduced once again, including another test subject along the lines of Horyang and Bomb. So he could be an interesting character as well.
Yeah.
But moving on to... I keep forgetting that I have the last 3 shows are all me solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit rough.
I mean, hey, if we move stories of girls who couldn't be magicians to below Tonbo, then you can have the last 4 shows. Or
No!
Oh God.
No!
You can have the last 4 shows, yeah.
No.
I mean, hey, I had to do 2 fucking seasons of finishing the stream with Yaragarasu, so... where I basically just rambled on for like 5-10 minutes and felt more awkward as I did it.
I get it, man. I'm more or less in that same boat right now, except it's 3 different shows.
Yeah, so let's move on to our penultimate show. It is Tying the Knot with an Amagami Sister.
Uno.exe has stopped working. She's basically fried from the events of the previous arc, as well as the current arc, in which they are visiting the shrine that the Amagami sisters' mentor works at. And they have a slightly bit of a rough go of it, learning that, they need to be more independent of their mentor, Yomiko, who is just like trying to push them to be to step out of her shadow, as it were, and make their own image of themselves and establish themselves, basically. And between that and all the stuff that happened with the festival, Yuna is very fried, and ultimately it's interesting how the relationship between her and Uryu starts developing forward as well, and while it does take a bit of a reset because of dumb shenanigans, it does seem like their relationship has progressed in an interesting way as well. Yeah, moving on to the final show on the list,
which is You Are Ms. Servant.
I always love it when a character with like ridiculous strength by the standards just like does something silly like this. But yeah, Yuki is as it turns out the one of the strongest assassins in a major assassination organization, and she has since dipped, and one other assassin who may or may not be tangentially related to said organization, but isn't like a high-ranking member, targets her in hopes of collecting her bounty. She fails, of course, and just winds up worming her way into the supporting cast in a fun little way. How to say it? Yeah, so she'll be sticking around as well, but get more development for Yuki, and it's very fun seeing. It's very interesting seeing how she describes how do I put this? Like how her relationship with the new things that she's encountered in her new life have influenced her, and how they are making her appreciate her turn from her old life more and more. Particularly like small amenities like the Katsuda sauce that she has discovered and become so fond of. There's also a funny bit where like the owners of the when we see the owners of the shop that makes the Katsuda sauce, and like the old man who is the inventor of the sauce, as like Yuki treats him as like this big legendary assassin figure when he's probably just like an old chef who's done lots of a lot of cooking, and is just very practiced at it.
Yeah,
overall, I'm very much enjoying it. There have been a lot of really fun gags in this, including, of course, the whole punching a volleyball through the net thing.
Good.
Yeah. It's a fun series. I very much like it.
Good. Alright, that is everything then. A little bit shorter than usual, but that's fine. You know, mostly had...
We had a lot of solo shows.
Yeah. Mostly only had pairs of episodes to talk about. Certainly, you know, for the wrap-up, we'll have B-Stars we'll be able to talk about. We'll have, hopefully, Thunderbolt Fantasy to talk about. Probably Girls Band Cry to talk about. And maybe the High Card special episode. So
we may or may not put those latter two just onto the
end of year
wrap-up.
Which we are, at this point, probably gonna do it. Wrap up first and then end of year stream. Honestly, that seems like a better way of doing it than the way we've been doing it before. Which I'm honestly not sure how that started. Honestly, not sure why we did that. Might have been a mistake on our part. I don't know. I can't remember.
Either a mistake or just a timing thing. I don't remember. I think it might have been a timing thing just because like there was like a fall season that had a bunch of episodes loaded into like after we would have done the end
potentially,
of
yeah. Because I think the first time we did it was what 2022. So that's
either 21 or 22. Yeah,
it's possible that happened. I don't remember.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah. Actually, it might have been 2021, yeah, because it might have been, yeah. No, whatever.
Regardless.
Whatever. So yes, thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. In terms of future stuff, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Coming up in December, we will be trying to have at least some of our end-of-year streams. We might not have all of them. We have to see about, you know, availability of people. So at the end of the day, our Jax and I's schedule do not allow us to watch much media outside of, or experience much media outside of, you know, anime and the occasional video game, and manga.
Yep.
I don't watch actual TV. Or
What's a
movies,
TV?
really.
I think I've managed to get a few in the past few weeks, at least.
But yeah, so look out for that. Please do give us a follow here on Twitch and all that YouTube stuff.
Like, subscribe, comment down below, but press that bell icon, etc.
And otherwise, hopefully we'll see you
Oops.
on Tuesday. Good night.
Later.
Bye.